faccio un richiamo.
Sì. We will start in 1 minute. 10, 9. Grazie. Welcome to the briefing for day 3 of the qualifying GP and National Championship, campionato italiano 18 metri. E se potete mettete il telefono in silenzioso e speriamo di averlo fatto anch'io. Prossima pagina, grazie. Ecco, anche il mio è silenzioso, now it's silent. Yeah, I moved the sailplane. There was no other place other than pushing it much closer to the trees, so you're welcome to park your glider in front of... well, in fact, there are 2 Arcus, but not both are mine, I swear. Okay? Next page, thank you. The Cross Italy competition today features the air display in coincidence with the Giro d'Italia, the bicycle tour of Italy, and tomorrow they will start again on task. Was there something special about this? Is that all I should?
No, probably they will be on television.
Okay.
If the television
Okay.
makes videos at 3 o'clock.
Okay, they will probably be broadcasted on the national TV channel at about 3 o'clock. Because that will be the time when the bicycles will come and it will be in coincidence. So, about day 1, the results of day 1, we've had, as you know, the big problems with both scoring programs, but Gianni was really great and cooperated with Alexander in London, so we finally set it up. It seems that the GP system is working well, and Gianni found a trick to make CU work well also with the Grand Prix scoring system. So, day 1 results will be declared official right after the end of the briefing, let's say. You have time until 11 o'clock to consider it still unofficial. Is that correct, Gillian? Okay, thanks. Let's talk about day 2. I apologize. I can say it was much more difficult than it should have been. I was not happy until everyone landed. Some of you were very kind to me and told me they had a lot of fun and they found very, very peculiar situations. Even pilots who have been flying here on the Alps for 30 years in their lives, they told me, that was interesting, I've never seen something like that. So, I'm really sorry. When I saw your tracks sometimes going into mountains and then flying back and then looking for a place to make the turn point, I would not have liked to send you there. But anyway, I tried the best I could. The meteo information we received from any source just could not say in advance that we would have had the eastern moist air influence. So, and by the way, there were showers also in the area close to the flatland. But anyway, the results will become official at 12 o'clock today. Should we start with the results? Okay. Thank you, Gianni. This will be official at 12 o'clock today.
Do you want to see the first day also?
Would you like to see first day? Okay.
Because they change it.
Let's see first day before, okay? Gianni, would you like to say with the microphone something about the changes in the results or something special?
Yeah, I will not be too technical, but sometimes just one fix by one fix checked by the 2 scoring system were not able to collect more than 2 penalty per fix. That means, example, if you are too low before the finish line and also entering an high space, the system just had a look of the first penalty, too low, and excluded entering air spaces. Example, that's why I got Alberto Sironi just with a too low finishing and not entering Milano Malpensa airspace.
On day 1.
Okay, now I fixed it. That means you can also see more than one penalty. That means the total amount of seconds is not real, but it could be a sum of more than one specific penalty. And triple checked also by CU, so this will be official at 11 o'clock.
Thank you, Gianni. You're welcome. Shall we go to race number 2? Thanks.
We can go to the bottom. Just
Okay.
Another question was regarding some pilot entering airspaces before the start.
Oh, yeah.
And that means you should be not disqualified, but I should not check your flight if you enter an airspace before the start. That means you are outlanded before the start. But then you also completed the flight, and during the flight you entered in airspaces or you made some mistakes with rules and so on. What the system gives you is another penalty. That means you have 0 kilometers and also 400, in this example, seconds penalty. Is just to show you your mistakes, but also to collect penalties. That means if we have a dice, or you say when to pilot a tie, the number of seconds in penalty also is also helpful to declare who is the first one.
Lo dico anche in italiano.
No, ascolta, ma se io non sono partito, come mai mi penalizzate all'arrivo?
Just, yeah.
Non sono partito, non esisto.
Okay.
You are, unfortunately, you are not the only one that
Yes,
made
I'm
this mistake, but just for you and for the other.
È anticostituzionale. Anticostituzionale. Non si può condannare una persona 2 volte.
I know.
No, andate contro la Costituzione dello Stato
He says okay. It's against the Constitution, he says. You cannot be blamed twice for the same thing. But this is not the same thing. It's not the same offense. It's un altro reato. So following race 2. These are the results for race 2. What was changed? Nothing. Okay. The first 3 positions we already congratulated Peter Hartmann, Ugo Pavesi, and Luciano Vanzini for first, second, and third. What is M? Where?
Manually check it.
Okay.
And that's why you got 500 seconds yesterday and now just 300. Just a miscalculation. I corrected it manually.
M is for manually checked. Very good. Any questions about it? Congratulations to the winners, to the winner and the second and third place. Congratulations to everyone for flying in such difficult conditions. And you want to go below, see something below that? Okay. We will talk later about some infringements which must be discussed. Okay. So, next page, thanks. Matthew briefing, so I don't forget. Thank you, Francesco. Vuoi tenere in mano questo o quello? Come preferisci, te lo metti. Oh, by the way, today we have set 2 different tasks. I have an alternative task ready, so we can take a later decision about which one. Okay, yeah, forgot.
Hello everybody, today is the weather condition and air high pressure tends to move to Mediterranean regions and the north of Italy, so better of yesterday I think, with a ridge, with dry and more warm air in the Alps, especially in west, and in the afternoon in central Alps. In the look a look at the satellite images with clear sky in the whole north of Italy, except some spot in the east and southwest of Piemonte. Residual condition of instability in the central part of Italy, but not interested in it. And this high resolution satellite image of the north with clear sky. Only light condition of instability in the east part of Prealps and Apenninian areas. This is the significant weather from 9 to 12 with shower rain in the east part. And then 3 hours later, and then in the late part of the afternoon. So what about wind? Winds are very light, also at fly level 050, and above around 3,000 meters we have northwest tend to become west, from west around 10 knots or little below. This is sounding forecasts in these areas at 10 Zulu with the scattered clouds, I expect, with the base indicated in the picture, and 0 degrees centigrade at these levels. 2 hours later, scattered tend to become few clouds with the base, but much more, and 0 degrees centigrade at this level. And now, only 2 words about Calcinate. No significant weather condition. Low winds, variable from southeast in the morning and from southwest to west in the afternoon, evening. And QNH now 1017, but tend to become 1 or 2 below. This is the models forecast for today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Today good, tomorrow a lot of clouds during the afternoon, I expect, in general, in all Alps, Pre-Alps, and west part of north of Italy. And during the night, and especially in the morning of Thursday, total clouds overcast, clouds with rain, shower rain, probably thunderstorm. But the good news, Friday, very good condition with dry air. And also Saturday, good condition. And for the club, Sunday, probably I expected to be a new bad condition of weather with in the second part thunderstorm or shower rain. Do you have any questions? No question. Thank you.
Grazie Francesco.
Sì, tu questo.
Andiamo pure alla prossima pagina, Gianni. Grazie. Altitude limits. Today's QNH is 1016. Absolute maximum altitude 3,500, just as usual. Yesterday, I remember I clarified that briefing that the last leg of the task would pass very, very close to the TMAs, to the prohibited airspace in the very few last kilometers. Unfortunately, there were violations again, and that has dramatic effects on the overall sporting performance, so watch out for the airspace also in the very last kilometers. On the other hand, if you infringe the airspace very close to the airfield during landing circuit, we will not, after finishing, we will not penalize that. And yeah, turn on your loggers 2 minutes before, QNH, send the files. I think everything is working now quite well for everyone. Next page. We have clarified also with some phone calls to IGC referees and representatives, and the interpretation of the rule is that if you apply sportsmanship in your communications, so if you talk with another competitor about where to go, where is the best climb, that should be done in a sportsmanship behavior attitude, like make it clear, not coded conversations. Landing, always on 128.450. Announce your arrival, please. Today's start altitude for one of the tasks. Yeah, tell me.
May I ask only,
Yes.
if nowhere is answering on 123.375?
Yeah, you change frequency.
You have to change
If nobody answers on your call because we don't receive you, or for the moment we are very busy, you just announce your arrival, maybe twice, let's say, and then you change frequency. The most important thing is you land on 128.450. Thank you. We have set 2 tasks, just as I told you. We still have not decided. There is not, for the moment, an official and an alternative. There are just 2 tasks for the moment. One of the tasks has a start altitude of 2,000 meters. I wasn't ready to write it down, but the second task has a 1,500 meters, simply because the second task starts in Varese, the first task starts in Laveno. Tell me.
Just to make it clear, the penalties before the start line, that means how landed because entering airspaces, all of them has been violated over Monte Nudo. That means the mountains between Campo dei Fiori.
Behind.
Behind Campo dei Fiori. Just to make it clear, south of Monte Nudo, Varese 20 airspace, the limit is 165.75 meters. So, with a starting altitude of 2,000 meters, you should be clever climbing over Monte Nudo and by turning the thermal not to enter the airspace just at the sound.
San Martino.
Okay.
Whatever it is. So there is an airspace border very close to the start line, and you might be circling very close to the different altitude limit. Okay, just
will not be penalized before.
you will be penalized. You will be penalized.
I understood
No, you will be penalized. During all the flight, you are a pilot and you are responsible for the correct flight according to the rules. And so airspace is always active.
It's just during landing.
On the other hand, I will clarify, even if nobody has made the answer, the question, 2,000 meter is for one of the tasks, and you definitely can fly higher if the airspace allows, but you must be below 2,000 meters on the task line. And yeah, questions?
You can, if you infringe the airspace before the start, you can land and start again.
Unfortunately not. You cannot. You cannot land, you cannot turn off your logger, whatever. The rules are very clear. The rules are designed to encourage full respect of airspace in vigor. That's what the rules are made for. So you cannot land and start again. The finish that was a typo mistake. The task coming back from the east will have a 400 meters minimum altitude here, so you just fly straight into a downwind. This one is 500 meters if you're coming from the west, okay? But two different tasks.
We will see on the task.
You will see on the task sheet. Landing circuit, recommended, and direction 10 as usual with the right-hand circuit. And then, yes, later. Yeah. We ask you, please, to make our work a little easier. So please bring us back the tracking unit when you are comfortable. Maybe you are coming with the flight, with your flight record or whatever. There will be a box just outside of here. Is that correct? And please put your tracking unit there. That would save us a lot of time and allows the people of the scoring team to stay in the room. Okay, thank you very much. I think it's over for me, except the task analysis.
Aldo, però conviene che controlliate i traffic alla fine.
Certo.
Non è una cosa che almeno io in testa lì nascosto.
We will surely check for missing tracking devices, but if you can, please bring it back. This is one task. This is the... Okay, okay. You are starting from Laveno, so this is a 2,000 meter maximum altitude, and here is where is the airspace border between the 1,600 and the 2,000 whatever meters limit. Yeah, thanks. So this is, you know, this is where some violations happened by circling here,
So you climb over
for
this
example.
mountain.
Yeah. And then, or the thermal drifts or whatever. Be careful here, okay? Thank you. First turning point in Andrate. Second turning point to Monte Tamaro, which is Lake Maggiore. And then you go to Cisore, which is crossing the valley of Domodossola Masera. And then to Brunate for a reporting point at Gurone and landing at Calcinate, 400 meters. There are...
Johnny, is it possible just to look at the airspace between 3 and 4? It's very close to Lugano, isn't it? We have to be careful.
Yeah, you are in the...
It's not close, it's in.
Yeah. You have 3 airspaces. You have Lugano,
Yeah.
but you also have Locarno up here, and this is fly limit 95 zone.
No, there are only these 2 prohibited areas here, and no.
Is surface to 6.5.
Beg your pardon?
Lugano is surface to 6,500 feet.
Yeah. So you can fly over.
No, Gianni. No. It's just a prohibited area. In the competition, it is a prohibited area, all the way to the stars.
Does the task go through it?
Where? Here? Yeah. Yeah. It goes through it. But you would never follow this route. You will follow this route probably. But it's your choice. If you're very high, you might want to... It's your choice. Dritto?
Sorry.
Questions? Yeah.
The airspace file,
Yeah.
does it show Lugano surf ground?
I think so, yes.
The airspace file is good.
Yeah.
There is a limit. You are right.
The official limit, but
I
it's not
think-
for the competition.
Okay, but the files shows the limit at 1,980, and then stops. We can check it.
Okay, but
We can check it.
I will check it just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's prohibited. It is officially prohibited all the way to the stars, but I think the file also includes that. I will check it.
We can already check it now. Right now,
Yeah.
the file says from surface to 6,500 feet mean sea level.
Oh.
This is what the file says.
the penalty will be
If you want, I can change it and give you for this evening the correct one. But for today, please just fly outside and not over the Lugano airspace.
Oh,
Sorry, it's my fault.
I'm sorry. It is absolutely prohibited to fly over the airspace of Lugano. Lo spazio aereo di Lugano è proibito a qualunque quota. Everybody understood that? I'm very sorry the file is not really correct, totally correct. Would we see the second task? Of course, it is a different area. Still, we expect the best conditions in the Cento Valli area. So we are starting over Varese, more or less. Is it Varese? Yeah. And then going to Albino in the Bergamo Alps, which is also seems to be quite close to the airspace here. This is the limited altitude zone at 1,676 meters, which becomes quite narrow here. And here you have the general maximum absolute altitude, okay? And then going to Laveno, is that correct? Yeah.
Sasso del Ferro.
Sasso del Ferro, okay, another turn point very close to Laveno. Cento Valli, which is the usual very nice valley here. To Varallo Borgosesia, this is flight level 85, with the conversion is 95, 2,800 meters more or less. Coming in to Gavirate, reporting point, 500 meters, minimum altitude over Varese, very close to the airspace here, and also beware of this passage, 1,676 meters. Okay? Is that all? Should I say something more? Any questions?
Decided about task 1 or task 2?
Yeah, when? Me and Alberto Albertazzi and probably Francesco and probably Gianni, I don't know. No. We will fly on Robin to have a look at the sky because still it is uncertain. So we will decide by first launch is programmed at 12:30. We will decide by 12 o'clock. If we can, we will decide earlier. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. There's more gifts. Unfortunately for me, this is from our sponsor, excellent metal brushes. And the tasks are here, so you must take two. Oh, yeah, that one. That's something I want to show you and to discuss 30 seconds about the rules. Go ahead, Gianni. Okay, this is what happens. We are not going to say who did this. Okay, so the glider came through here on the start line, and if you look at the time, he is 7 seconds in advance, too early, and a bit too high, yes. So what he did is make a right turn, which is prohibited, crossed the start line backwards, and then crossed the line. Now, he was applied by the system, and that's where we stick to, the penalty for turning right, and not the penalty for flying backwards. And that is because the rules, and the program applies the rules correctly. The rules say that you cannot cross the start line backwards 2 minutes, within 2 minutes after the start line is open. But as he was a little early, he did not cross it backwards. That's what happened. Yeah?
No, perché nell'ultimo minuto prima della partenza
You must be.
essere nel semispazio di là.
Exactly.
Ha violato quindi anche questo. Non solo il
Exactly.
la rotazione.
That was included. That was included in the penalties, but not flying backwards, because that happened before. That's what happened with the scoring system.
Right turn, not 1 minute inside.
Whatever. Please avoid this kind of behavior. Questa cosa, avete capito tutti anche in italiano? Non va fatta questa cosa, non si può girare indietro sulla linea. Ok, è girato a destra, tornato indietro, non era dietro la linea di partenza nel minuto precedente, eccetera. Chiaro? Grazie. Non lo sa? I think he now noticed that. Okay? Thank you very much. Can I declare the briefing over? The briefing is over. Thank you. There are 2 task sheets. Bye bye.
Speriamo che di altri 320
More or less.
È bellissimo questa giornata.
Non sembra, però abbiamo dei problemi.
Ecco,